guys, in this video, I'm going to build an automated bartending robot, a bar bot.
Is it gonna get in the way?
It might.
No, it's fine. It'll fix it, don't worry.
Two shots of this, right? Or just one?
Just one.
And it's done.
Those are good designs, right? But I think there's still some room to make changes. So let me show you what I have got so far. So I have been working with the code from Lithuanian coder. I hope I got his name right. It's from Lukas Šlauskas. So in his code, it requires more components, but I want to keep my projects as simple as possible. So I only use the standard 3D printer parts. Let me show you what I've got. This is the RAMS board. I use it to control the stepper motor and the servo. So this is the stepper motor, and the servo is here. But on the top, I 3D printed a bracket to test its strength. And this is the button I'm going to use. This is a SD card holder. This is the stepper driver. And this is a power jack. It delivers 12 volt to the board. And this is the end stop switch. It tells where the stepper motor stops. I already uploaded the sketch to the Mega board, so let's put everything together and see if it works. Oh, right, in order to let you see its movement, I'm going to put a blue tape on it. Now let's hit the power button and see what's gonna happen. So right now the motor is spinning, it's trying to find home. Then I click the end stop. It means it thinks it found home, so it stopped. And here I have the button. It reads off the SD card file. There's a JSON file there, but I'm going to show you later. And it connects the first pin here and the second pin here. It means no matter what, the first one is screwdriver. So first it's going to pour vodka and then orange juice. So let me press it now. So the motor spinning is going to, now it's pouring the vodka. And it's spinning again. Now this time, it is going for the orange juice. I think I've got all the basic electronics, but I won't know until I got the framework set up. So now let's start to build the framework. So I'm working with the V-slot system. I'm using the open build parts. This is the standard open build parts, and usually it's meant for the CNC machine. I guess a bar bot is no different. No more different than a CNC machine. So this is the wheel and the screw, and then put the spacer in on each corner. And on this side I'm going to put the washer and then the nut to tighten it. On the other side, I'm going to use the eccentric nut so I can change the distance between the wheels. And I'm going to try this on the V-Slog aluminum extrusion now. And all the screw I'm using is just M5 screws. Now this is a little bit loose, so I'm going to use my wrench to tighten it a little bit. It feels about right. I'm going to cut some metal for the rest of the frame. Sorry guys, no small clothes in this one, because some of the metals here, they're sharp. Now, it looks about right, like this, right? Okay, I'm going to grab the dispenser and see where to put it. So in my head, it should work like this, but I guess it doesn't work. I'm going to think of something else. I've been playing around with the servo and the frame for the last couple of days, but I don't think the servo is strong enough and it doesn't fit. So I'm going to switch it to the stepper motor instead. And I got this kit here, so it has all the parts I need. I just need to assemble it for the C-axis. I found out that I put the wrong screw in. I'm going to change it to a shorter screw. So I have to take all the stuff out and put it back together again. Looks like the screw moves smoothly. Now I'm going to add on the stepper motor. Alright, now I'm going to try to mount it on the frame. I know what you're thinking. You must be like, oh, Naomi is so smart, so brilliant. She knows all the engineering stuff. But actually, I just copy all of this from the open builds. All this plan is for the CNC router, but I just modify it for my bio box. So there is similar, and but I remove the y-axis on here. Is supposed to be, there is a motor here to for spinning, but on this one, on my bar box, there's only x-axis and z-axis to control. And at the end, I'm going to put all the bills of materials online so that you guys can find the parts and make one for yourself. But no, I am not a genius. I just use other people's code and modified it. But if you want to give me all the credit, I'm okay with that too. What I have here is the end stop. It's standard parts for a 3D printer or maybe for CNC machine. Really nothing special. It tells the stepper motor where is the end and then it stops. That's why it's called end stop. And the only part I did for this is I designed this in Tinkercad and 3D printed. It's a holder for the end stop. It has some screw hole inside. Oh, put it here. This one is clear. There's just some screw hole here. And I'm going to put it on the top. And then I guess I could mount it to my bar flame later. You hear that click click sound? It knows where, it means it knows where to stop. And it looks like it worked. I'm going to add these cables for the stepper motors and the sensors. And again, they're all just 3D printed parts, so they come like this. I guess you can make them yourself too, but I'm just going to connect them now. Now I'm going to add the drink dispenser for the flame. The one I'm using is from Made in China. It's just the cheap one. Most bar back they use the good one that made in UK. And for my budget, I think this is more suitable, and I want to see if that will work for my project. So let's unbox it and put it on. So this is what it looks like. For one set, there is 3 in a row. And this is the, I think the tap, is that what it's called? For pouring drinks. Here. First, let's screw this down. I should put it over here. Looks like it's all set. Let's test it out. Let's turn on the power. Okay, looks like it's homing. See, and then it's going to the x-axis. Okay, all right. Let's try to pour a drink. Okay. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to go to the end and then pour a drink. It seems something is wrong with the wearables in Arduino. I thought it's all set, but let me go back and check the configuration file. So on the left, I have the configuration file, and on the right, I have the Arduino sketch. So let me see. I think the problem is the step motor. Let us try to change the max speed to 1,500, and then let's hit save and see what happened. Then let's upload it. Right, let's upload it now. Okay, let's try one more time. I'll change it. I'm sure this time I could probably get it right. Okay, let's again homing to x-axis. No. It's not. It just doesn't. It just is not right. It's not smooth and it's wobbly, so probably too fast. I still have to dial it down a little bit. Okay, I mean, I will change. Let's change. So let's go back. And the same, I still think the problem is this. Let's try one more time. If this time doesn't work, then something else must be wrong. Usually it's this. Okay, now let's save again. And plug in the USB. Let's upload the file. Right. One more time. Okay. It's definitely a little bit smoother than last time, and I think it's okay for now. Yeah, not sure it's perfect or not, but for me it looks fine this time. But obviously it's not hitting the tail at the right position, so it's either changing the variables again, or I can physically change the end stop. It's probably the end stop. So let's try to change the end stop first. Let's stop the stepper motor. Let's turn it off. And let me get my Allen key. That's my Allen key. So far. Okay, now let's see if I adjust it to the right position. A little bit better, but it's still wrong. So how much? little bit better. Well, what I have here is just water. I'm going to use it to test the height for the rings, and I'm going to put it on this one because it's right below the bucket. So take this off. Let me. And what I do is I stuck it. It's not touching the tab at all. So it's wrong. Let's make it a little bit higher. Stop that. Now let's try it again. It needs to be a little bit higher. It's not strong enough if it's just touching a little bit. So. Looks like that's it. That seems good. Now let's try some real alcohol. So the first drink we're testing is screwdriver. I've got vodka and orange juice here. Let me put the vodka down and put the orange juice in first. And I got the cup. Let me Okay, and I'm going to open the vodka on camera so that you know it's real. This is not water. And we're going to put it in the first tab. It's like a lot of alcohol. feed me that robot. Let's give it a taste. It's not as good as I imagined. I thought it would turn out great. Maybe the orange juice is wrong. It just doesn't taste right. So I'm going to work on my recipe. See you in part 2.